Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to an episode of Career Mode. I apologize nothing was up and going around earlier because, or in the last few days, I was down in London. As you guys know, my last video I kind of discussed the trip. I was off down there for my 18th birthday. I went to the Arsenal-Spurs match, the North London Derby, which was absolutely amazing. A lot of fun, really good to experience, and in fact, JJ fell asleep for about the last 10-15 minutes of the game. What sort of fan does that? But I found me and Nep just had an awesome time. Chris Trout was there. He enjoyed himself as well. And just a great match to be at. To anyone that didn't catch the result, it was 5-2 to Arsenal again. When Adebayor got sent off, the crowd just went nuts. It was crazy to see because, as most of you guys probably know, Arsenal aren't exactly the biggest fans of Adebayor anymore. But, yeah, I had a fantastic weekend down there. Obviously experienced my 18th birthday down there, so it was great to share it with everyone. But, yeah, guys, let's get into some of the career mode stuff that you've been missing for the last few days, and I do apologize for that. But, you guys know I was enjoying myself a bit too much down there. But let's get to it. So, I had my European Cup qualifiers. First one was against Switzerland. It was a home game, and I always feel very comfortable simulating home games, especially against a side like Switzerland. No disrespect to them, but I do feel as though France are definitely a much stronger squad than they have, so I did feel as though I was comfortable in simulating that game. But with that being said, I only did win 1-0, and it could have easily become a draw if they just put one past me late into the game. But fortunately for me, Clichy put it into the back of the net and managed to get us a goal. Again, I decided to simulate this one. And how does that work? In the first minute, there is a red card. Literally, in the first minute, how do you do that? How does someone get a red card in the first minute? But anyways, we went on to get the first goal through Griezmann there. And then they actually came back in the 30th minute through Porokara, I think, and managed to get a goal there. And I was kind of a little bit nervous, We need to beat Finland, but it was an away match simulation. And Ben Arfa there comes on for Cabaye. Cabaye is a really good player. I've enjoyed using him. I really enjoyed using him in the World Cups. But Ben Arfa is a class player. He was a little bit better in FIFA 12 than he was in this year's FIFA. But nevertheless, I still really do enjoy using him, and still a good player. But Sean Derry sends me a little message just letting him kind of asking if he can play more in the games. He feels a little left out of it all, and I kind of feel bad, he is a QPR legend, but I need to be playing the players that have potential, and I just can't see myself putting him in the squad too often. But we do something that I honestly haven't done that much, and that was send out a scout to go and scout certain regions, and I was a little bit unsure where I should send him. If you guys have any sort of recommendations where you guys have found the most success, is there maybe a certain nation that you find just absolutely steams of really good talent and, that sort of thing? But, the scout I currently have isn't that good, and that also brings me on to another thing. You guys, I've asked this question previously, like, are scouts worth it? Are they really good? But, there's one, as you guys will see pretty soon when it comes to where I should send a particular scout. There's one that's worth, like, 5 million, and I just don't know whether I want to be spending 5 million on one scout, Is it really worth it? As you guys can see, there's 5.5 million, and then the rest are all pretty crappy, I kind of want one in the middle. That one there, Tony Bennett, I would really like one that has 4-star and then 4-star in each, but I just can't justify paying 5.5 million. If any of you guys have any sort of experience with scouts, do you think that spending 5.5 million on one scout would be a wise move? Because that could easily be spent on getting a really nice player, So do let me know in the comments what you guys think to scouts in the game, and whether you think I should be burning 5.5 million, or do you think I should, save that and buy a better player in the transfer window? You guys let me know. I am very interested to hear what you guys have to say. And here's my career summary. My record transfer fee is 4.8 million. That's who I brought into the team, and my total earnings so far is just over 3 million, and my current wage is 28,000 per week, I imagine. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know if I've decided I'm going to move on to another club later on, but we'll just have to wait and see. We'll have to see what comes. But I had a game in a Barclays Premier League. Hull City are now in the Premier League, so I had a game up against them, and it was I put out a pretty strong squad. Shirawe and Muriel, both, as it's becoming a very regular thing you guys are spotting. Just I like to keep it as regular as possible when they're both fit, just to make sure they can both play. But I do have to keep an eye out on fitness. That's one of the things I'm trying to do a little bit better on this season. But Muriel with a very standard goal for him, just outside the box, kind of cutting into the box as well, and manages to fire it in. And those sort of goals are goals he scores a lot of the time. But Shirawe there, Shirawe is a really good player. He's actually come into his element a lot more, especially since he's improved as a player. But Adrian there, Adrian doing a great job considering he's only a 78 rated player. I do feel as though he is definitely going to become a class player the longer we keep him. And Muriel there again with a goal. He is just too good in this game, seriously. It's just, it's unreal. Let me know if any of you guys have purchased Muriel for your career mode, and if so, what was the rating he went up to for you guys, because at the moment he's an 87 rated player for me. I'm not too sure how much longer or how much further he's going to go as a player. I really hope he could hit the 90 marker. That would really be really cool. Also, I'd really like it if he could increase his finishing. You know, he's got great pace, great agility, great ball control. All that is fantastic. And don't get me wrong, I believe he has like an 87, 88 rated finishing, but it would be great if we could get that into the 90s. That's one of the statistics I'd like to see him improve, especially considering how great his other stats are. I feel as though as a striker, it would be important for him to really improve on that finishing statistic. But we'll have to see. I really hope it's possible. But like I said, if any of you guys have used, actually, just make it any of the players that I've signed, you know, if any of you guys have used, you know, Merkel, Adrian, Muriel, Ashrawi, anyone there, let me know how far have they gone as far as on career mode. What has their potential been for you guys? And there, Muriel scores a bit of a P-roller actually, and those are the most frustrating to concede, but it was against Bordeaux. Bordeaux are a very solid team. They're a good side, and to win 1-0 over them, I was very happy with, because I knew that they're probably the hardest team in my European Cup group. And to get a victory over them is very important, and it was at home as well, so I'm sure I have to play them one more time, I believe, in the group stages, and then that's that. But at the moment, I'm top of that group, and the thing that you guys have most asked me for is, in fact, a squad report. So here it is. Gaeta, this season, has already gone up +4. That is just insane. You know, I honestly didn't expect that. When I signed him, he was already age 26, and he was around the 84 marker when I signed him, and so I was really impressed that he's already gone up +4, but that was very important. Nastasic there has gone up 1 there. I hope he goes on a little bit better. He hasn't been improving too much. Same with Kurzuma. I'd like to see them improve a little bit faster, but I suppose I do have to be a bit more patient. Paul Pogba there, doing well. He's slowly getting there. He's been injured quite a bit, so it's been tough for him. Same with Fellaini, an 85 rated overall. Now, I understood when I bought him, he wasn't planning on being this amazing player, but he's been a very solid player for my team, and if he stays around that 85 rated marker, I'll be very impressed and chuffed, in fact. Merkel there, already gone up +3 so far to an 86. Shirawe up to an 85. He's got to come up +2 this season so far. He's worth quite a lot, and as you guys can see, both my strikers are actually very in very good form, and actually feeling very happy at the club, and that's very important. As you guys can see, Muriel is an 87. I really hope that he goes on to become a 90, but I suppose that's a bit of some high expectations. Insigne, he's already gone up +2 since we purchased him as a kind of a rotating striker, and he's already become quite important into the squad. But that'll wrap it up for this episode, guys. I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, then leaving a like is much appreciated. And like I said, if this hits 3,000 likes, I'll upload another episode tonight. Thank you guys very much for your support. Hope you all have a cracking day, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.